sick. It's not that big a deal.
It is. Don't you understand? This is important to me.
Cares about what's on the flip side of a record.
I do. Every one of my records means something. The label, the producer.
Hello, community. It's me, JC, back again, and I'm here to do the list for Record Store Day, Black Friday. Been working all day. Couldn't wait to make this video. Now, a lot of my subscribers have reached out to me. Many of them are upset, saying that this is the worst list that has ever been put out for a Record Store Day. Some others are ecstatic. One person was so happy because he said, "This is great. I don't have to stand in line." It's funny how people are either upset or happy about this list. But that being said, there are still some good things on this list. Do I think Record Store Day has jumped the shark? To a certain extent, yes. It seems like the last few years, it's been pretty underwhelming, the lists. There's still been some cool items. It's still been a fun day, and I love to support my local record store. But for the most part, people have been disappointed with the list. Now, as we know, some of these records have been in the works for long over a year due to the pressing plant delays. So hopefully, eventually, our feedback will catch up to Record Store Day, that we want them to go back to printing some obscure records or some harder to find records. But if it doesn't happen and the lists keep coming out like this, I do feel like Black Friday Record Store Day could become less of a thing. Certainly something that people won't stand in line for, and maybe just show up a couple hours later and grab the one or two pieces that they want. But that being said, I did look at the list. I am going to drop a video that shows the individual items on the list and their suggested retail value once I get that. So that way you guys can know how much you're going to spend. A couple of the cool things just off the top of my head that I think are rad is the Doors live in Bakersfield 2 LP. Gotta love a live Doors. I think it's kind of crazy that the Chronic is a CD long box. It's the 30th anniversary, and they're doing a CD long box. So that, to me, was really strange. I do love that album, The Chronic. For you Limp Bizkit fans, I never really got into Limp Bizkit, but I'm not hating. They have a live album coming out, a Linkin Park's Rarity album. I'm sure that'll do good. I mean, this is weird. They got LA Guns live in Boston, 1989. That is still in print. I have seen it in multiple stores. So it's weird that it's like on a different cover. And it's how many LA Guns, I love LA Guns, but how many LA Guns live albums do we need? I think the Motley Crue single is really cool. The Plasmatics is really cool. I love that Asteroid City is coming out, the soundtrack from the Wes Anderson movie. So there's definitely some cool stuff. I will drop a detailed video with the pictures and the prices as soon as I get it. But I just wanted to say, to all my subscribers that are reaching out to me on Instagram, I get it. The list, there's certainly no Alice in Chains tripod. There's no, not like 3 years ago when they did Slave to the Grind and people were traveling 30 miles to get it. It's underwhelming.